Imagine if Coca-Cola decided, you know what, everybody knows us. Everybody knows us. The next time we go to advertise, we're not going to advertise. We're going to go give freely whatever we were going to advertise to a cause like making sure countries that don't have clean running water, making sure those people have as much clean running water as possible. Start a program, right? What would happen if Coca-Cola started to do that? To give their advertisements away freely. Well, Pepsi would start to probably have to start doing the same thing, right? Some of these big companies, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nike, they're so well known. How much are they really getting out of their advertisement? I'm sure a lot of that comes from having to stay up top, having to be the best, having to stay above the competition. Those are important to the company, obviously. And those obviously come from ego, money, power, greed, right? But what if they gave freely to a great cause, a humane cause, something above what's coming from the mind and something that's more aligned with what's coming from within? It seems to me like the other companies would have to start doing the same thing. Because personally, I love Coke. I usually get Coke. If I noticed Pepsi said, we're not going to advertise anymore because everybody knows us, we're going to start giving freely to a good cause, I would just start going to Pepsi. I'd start going to Pepsi because I would respect what they're doing above my preference of Coca-Cola. But naturally, Coca-Cola would have to do a similar thing. And I feel like it could be a domino effect of gratitude, of gratitude. We would start really appreciating some of these companies for giving freely, just like the sun rises every day and sets every day freely without asking nothing in return. If companies started doing that, I believe it could start a ripple effect in our conscious web that we are all entangled in. And perhaps with a leap of faith, maybe more gratitude would be spread because, I'm seeing at this point in my life, and gratitude is a key to another dimension. When we have gratitude in our life, our perspective on life changes. And it's difficult. My life has been extremely painful, extremely hard, and I'm still working through a lot of stuff, trauma, years of addiction, decades of addiction, severe mental health, you name it, I've been through it. And